Hey everybody, this is Jay Shalansky from the 5th Trooper, and I'm very excited today to do our first unboxing of Stormtide. So this is going to be the very first box that people will be seeing in August. Hopefully we're looking to start delivering these around August 16th, 17th, getting these out. But this is going to be just an unboxing of the first box you'll see of Stormtide. So let's open this up. This is how they come in the mail, by the way. So this is how you'll get them. And as you open up the box of Stormtide, you're going to see several things right here at the top. So first, we've got our Stormtide What's in the Box card. We have our cards that will be coming with this. This is the unit and command cards. We'll take a look at those in a minute. The minis and mini stands, some rule books, and then some tokens. So why don't I go ahead and I'll push this box back and let's start pulling stuff out. So the first thing you're going to notice when you get your box of Stormtide is the What's in the Box card. And basically every box of Stormtide moving forward throughout the campaign will have a What's in the Box. So this is twofold. One, so you know if we messed up. Two, so that just kind of a little collector's item, so maybe in the future if you want to start the campaign over you'll know what you'll need. So for instance, this box has the 2 rule books, 2 sets of 9 command cards, 2 commander minis, 4 commander unit cards, 2 sets of order tokens, your mission 1 packet and your mission 2 packet with everything that comes in those. Alright, so let me put this to the side. The next thing you're going to notice is the minis. So they're going to be in a little cool box here. I'm going to pop these open just so you can see them. I'm sure at this point most of you have seen the minis and what they look like. But there's one of the commanders. That's actually the Hurricane Commander. This is the Inferno Commander. So you can kind of see those. Those are cool. Then also what we're going to include is 2 laser cut stands for the minis. And as you can see here, I started to peel off the little the paper. Here, let me peel a little bit more off. There, I start peeling the paper off a little bit for those stands, so you can see what those look like. That paper is basically one, it helps keep the plastic from burning when we do the laser cut. But then also the nice thing about the paper pieces is you can see this one with the paper, this one without. You can kind of paint those recesses on the stands so that maybe you want to paint them white or a different color so that you can add some depth and kind of cool feel to it. But yeah, so these are the same size as a Legion base, and so those will be available to you as well in the core box. So the next thing I'm going to pull out here are the cards. So this is the starter card set for the campaign, and basically what you will get in this are the commander cards, the commander unit cards. Let me just get this out here. So we have the commander unit cards. You're going to get 2 of each just for you and your friend, so that you both have one of the commander cards. So maybe in the future if you guys want to switch commanders, or maybe if you have the opportunity to pick up another mini for the commander, wink wink, you'll have that ability. And then you guys can kind of switch that. We've spoiled these a little bit already, so I'm just going to move forward from there. So those are the command unit cards. Then these are the all the command cards that you will get in the Stormtide box. And what I'm doing is I'm taking 1 set of each out for the 3 divisions, and we're going to talk about those in a second. But basically what you have the opportunity of doing is picking one of 3 divisions to represent your army that's on your ship. And once you pick that division, you'll actually get command cards that correspond with that. So there's a set of 9 command cards, and actually there's 2 sets of 9. So as you can see on the screen here, you'll get 2 sets of 9, one for you and your friend. And I may show these a little bit later, but you may see some spoilers in here of things that you guys haven't seen yet. So that's that. So those are the cards in the unit and the commanders. Then what you're going to get are 2 rule books, one for each of you, and then these each represent one of the ships, which we're going to take a look at in a second. But before we do, we're going to take a look at these. So these are these are actually order tokens. So you're going to get 2 sets of order tokens, one for each ship, the Inferno and the Hurricane. And these have all the units that you may need. And then also for those of you that buy order tokens from us, know what we try to do is always include some extras with just the TFT logo on them, so that if there's things we didn't think of, or maybe you're going to have more of one unit than another than we anticipated, you can use the TFT circle logo for those. So you're going to get a set of order tokens. And then before we get to the rules, I do want to show you these. So these are your mission packets. So here's mission 1 and 2. They're sealed, they're secret, right? Here's the seal, they're secret missions. So that once you start, when you start the game, you're going to open mission 1 and do everything that's in here. And then, I don't know if you guys can see the little bulk in here, but yeah, there's definitely stuff in here for you. This could be anything from, you know, battlefield cards and tokens to laser cut tokens, to all kinds of crazy stuff. So I don't want to spoil these. This is the one thing we definitely don't want to spoil before you get them, because we want you to have fun and be surprised with this. But this is what's going to tell you what to do during this chapter of Stormtide. So yeah, let's get to the rule books. So this is going to come in the first box, and basically what this is doing is explaining to you what Stormtide is and what you should be doing. So let's take a look. We'll just start going through some pages here. So once we open the booklet, we have the kind of about Stormtide, you know, our names in there and our game testers' names. Then we have the introduction to the story. You may have seen this on the website or elsewhere in some of our teasers, but this is just a brief introduction of what's going on and what Stormtide, this narrative of Stormtide is. We've got our table of contents. Chapter 1, the calm before the storm. So this is what you're going to see interspersed in the missions, in the rulebook, on the website. It's not only a campaign from playing Legion, but it's also a narrative story that's driving this campaign. And so you're going to see these chapters throughout the missions, website, and the rule book that kind of drive the story and let you understand why you're doing what you're doing and what, you know, really what's at stake. All right, so this page, this is where we start getting in the nitty-gritty. So on this page, we're talking about the planet that you are getting called to. This is your ready room, so this is just going to kind of give you an overview of what you're going to do next throughout to set up for the campaign. The rulebook is really mainly for that, right? Setting you up for the campaign and what you're going to be doing next. So here's your battle cruiser. This is the Inferno on this one, and that goes with this commander. And so basically, you pick your battle cruiser and your commander, and then you're going to be able to fill in some information. What's your commander's name? What's the XO's name? Sergeant at Arms. Just to kind of help build on that narrative, and that stuff for sure is going to come up later throughout the campaign. So the next thing you do, once you've named all the crew on your ship and kind of seen what ship you have, it's now time for your commander. So on this side, on the character sheet, this is that RPG element that we've been talking a lot about, where you can name, age, height, homeworld, faction, pronoun of your commander, and then just some stuff on what's going to happen in the campaign in order for you to purchase stuff on the skill tree. So there's 3 skill trees here. I'm going to focus on this top one today, and this is the command skill tree. There's also a special ops skill tree and a powers skill tree. So in the command skill tree, you know, you're going to get stuff. You have to, when you start to build out the skill tree, no matter when you start, whether it's at the beginning of the campaign or maybe you start building off a skill tree and you want to go to a different one, you always have to start here at the beginning and then build out, right? This is like any video game or RPG you may have played. So in the command skill tree, you know, your first one you're going to get is gain 1 command slot. And then you're going to have 3 kind of branches of the skill tree that you can go off of. And you can get stuff like Inspire 1, Scout 1, you know, you can gain another command slot, take cover 2. Like, so there's a lot of different stuff you can get in the command trees. And what's going to happen here is between these command trees and building out your divisions, right, we pretty anticipate that no one's going to have the same exact experience in Stormtide, which is really cool. So this next page, and this has been spoiled already out on the web, but this is your division types. So there's 3 types: Special Forces Division, Armored Division, and Infantry Division. And as you can see, there's a min-max for all the units that each division is capable of having. So commanders, in each one, you can have up to 3 commanders, but one of them has to be the Storm Tide commander. You know, that's a requirement. And then as you go down each division, it's going to tell you what your min-maxes are for each unit type. So as a cool example, Special Forces Division can have up to 5 Special Forces units, but only 2 may be strike teams. So for those of you looking at that and getting worried, say, oh my god, what if somebody brings 5 snipers? We thought of that. You can only have 2 strike teams. Over here is your Battle Force unit builder. And so this is basically, think about this as who came with you on the ship when you entered into this campaign. So what we did up here is we've already entered in your commander. That's already in. You're going to check what division type you have so you know what you're following over here. And then you're going to start listing out your units and what rank they are and how many points they are. Okay, so on this page, you're going to have the rest of your Battle Force build out, your command cards. We already added the 3 divisional cards in here in standing orders. And then you can add any character cards or generic cards in here as well. And then your upgrades being separate from your units. Again, that's to help you understand that these upgrades are on the ship. They're not tied to a specific unit, so you could swap them out with other units that have that upgrade slot. The other cool thing is, if you're running out of room in the rule book, we're going to make all these digital for you so you can print them off and add them to the rule book if we didn't leave you enough spots. So on this page you got the campaign rules, a little bit about Storm Tide campaign and what to expect. These are the order in which to do stuff. I'm not really going to go through this. I'm going to let you go through that when you get this. This is the neat part here over here though. We got the terrain rules. So there's a ton of different terrain that we recommend for this planet and for this campaign. And what we've done is given you the terrain piece, if it has any special effects, what biomes you should expect to play in for this, at least these first couple campaigns. So we have desert, forest, and jungle right now. What kind of cover that terrain gives, what the movement speed is to go over that terrain for trooper, ground vehicles, and repulsor vehicles, which is pretty cool. And then on this next page, we have the campaign FAQ. So this is just going to be different things you may run into, questions, and then we'll have more on the website for further more questions, or an FAQ as questions start happening throughout the campaign. Here we do a little art, the Art of Storm Tide page, which is neat, so you can see some of the artwork that's on the cards. This is one of my favorite pieces. So for the commanders, what we're doing is paint guides. So Dustin, our painter at Jagged Brush Studios, he actually did a paint guide for us, outlining the type of paint you'll need from Army Painter to paint these commanders. And then finally, on the last page is your victory point tracker. And so this is how you're going to know the mission, the outcome, win-loss, how many VP you earned, and then if you've spent any VP and what VP total you'll have. So that, in essence, is the first box of Storm Tide. Thank you so much for watching. We hope you guys enjoy Storm Tide, and let us know if you have any questions. Alright everyone, have a great day.